Greetings YouTube, welcome to Zero AD Newbie Rush. I'm Jim Kogan and we are going straight into the action. No waffle beforehand. This is a 3v3 team game on what looks like either a normal or a large size mainland map. Could be medium. I'm always getting these sizes mixed up now. They've changed slightly. It's one of those in the middle. It's a sensible size map. It looks like the temperate biome. We have Team 1 in the north, we'll start with them. In the green, T-Mac, rated 1,224. Possibly a new player. There's a few players in this I don't know at all. So I think it's gonna become apparent who is a new player and who isn't. T-Mac rated 1,224. That does look like the kind of rating you might get after you've just played a couple of games. But we'll see how T-Mac does. Interesting approach, not going for female citizens, going mostly for infantry. Could be tactical brilliance, could be a major cock-up, not sure. Playing as the Spartans. Don't know if this is a random draw or by choice. That was T-Mac in the green. In the light blue, we have... This is the ordinary blue. The blues are slightly different on this mod. We have light blue down here. This is the old ordinary blue, but the tint has been changed to make it so much clearer on the minimap and on the NROC mod up here. We have KVAC in the blue, rated 917. You have to have lost quite a few games in a row to get a rating under 1,000. I'm not convinced that KVAC is going to be a major force in this game, but we will see. This could be where they turn it around. So that's KVAC playing as the Britons. Be interested to see what kind of approach they go for with the Britons at the moment. Yeah, they too are not producing any female citizens. They are now that I've said that. There's some Celtic women coming out. Yeah, but I've gone for early infantry, maybe scared of being rushed. Who knows? Interestingly, building houses at the back of the base. Pet hate of mine. But we shall see. That is... oh, Saucy Sauce is sending T-Mac wood already. I never understand that early on in the game. Collect wood. Don't swamp it off your teammates, for goodness sake. Let's have a look at Saucy Sauce then. Saucy Sauce in the red, playing as the Cushites, rating 1,336 on Team 1. Saucy Sauce is the person I'd be looking to lead this team. Appears to know exactly what they're doing. I don't know how good a player they genuinely are. Their rating below, they've won a few games and done quite good. I look forward to seeing how good they are. That's Saucy Sauce and in the red as the Cushites, rating 1,336. Team 2 in the yellow, a player I've been meaning to cover for absolutely ages. It's Yekaterina. Finally made it. So Yekaterina in the yellow, playing as the Carthaginians. Interesting choice. Carthaginians were definitely not anybody's favourite civ in Alpha 23, and that doesn't appear to have changed a huge amount in Alpha 24. So I don't know if this is a conscious choice, a random draw, possibly an attempt at handicapping the players that are perceived to be better. Maybe voluntarily did it to add more challenge. I'm not sure. I would never pick the Carthaginians voluntarily. So that's Yekaterina in the yellow, rating 1,358. Yekaterina absolutely flayed my ass at 0 AD the other night. I did try and rush her and it did not work out. In fact, it worked out very badly for me. So yes, Yekaterina, I can safely say, is a far better player than me, as are most 0 AD players. But that was a particularly painful defeat. Let's see how Yekaterina gets on. Moving on, we have Riddler66. This is a player I do know something about. Played a few team games with Riddler66. Good player. Probably would have a rating in the 1,700s somewhere. So maybe a bit of a ringer in this game. I'd be concerned that Riddler66 is going to go up there and spank all these other teams. In the meantime, it does look like somebody's actually phased up. Yeah, KVAC has phased up, but a population of 33. That's interesting. Seems somewhat premature, since they haven't even got a farmstead down. We'll have a look at that later on. Let's go back to Riddler 66. Playing in the purple, playing also as the Carthaginians. There's got to be a random draw, surely. Very capable player, already now filling up with fields there, and head of the population stakes, 59. Everybody, I think, everyone on Team 1 is going to have to beware of Riddler 66. Very, very capable player. And rounding things out, a name I cannot pronounce. Pranagian, I'm going to go with. Pranagian 2000, playing as the Persians. I know nothing about this player. Rating 1235. Again, does seem like a rating that you might get if you're a new player. They seem to be producing... Yeah, they seem to be producing fairly capably, so I think they may have been around a bit. A bit of experience on show there. They seem to be doing quite well in terms of numbers. Let's have a run around and see. I hope this isn't going to be a walkover for Team 2. That's never what you want to see, but it could be interesting. T-Mac still at Phase 1, population 31, but phasing up to Phase 2. And we know getting charity handouts, as we see right here, right on cue. Saucy Sauce is selling them food. Selling food because they've got no farmers. They've got 2 fields, and I don't know where. Yeah, the horse is hunting, but yeah, I think we do have a new player at work here. Nothing coming out. There's women coming out of the CC. Maybe he's now expanding to other farms. Saucy Sauce still send. Oh yeah, still sending them stuff. Interesting. I got a bad feeling that Yekaterina is going to make mincemeat out of T-Mac here. I don't think it looks good for them. Moving along, we have Kavak Britons phased up incredibly early. Miles off the pace in terms of population, slightly better than T-Mac, population 46. Exploiting all of this food down here, although not this food over here. Isn't going for farming, is doing the long walk for mining, is hunting, is gathering more berries here, and a small contingent gathering wood here. Is making slingers and spearmen, not making women, hasn't put a barracks down. That is not going to build you up a very fast population, and it isn't. Population of 49 after 7 minutes 46 seconds. I am worried a bit now for Team 1, specifically for Saucy Sauce, who is absolutely barreling along. Population of 74. Definitely looks like Saucy Sauce knows what they're doing. But I wonder if Saucy Sauce is aware of what his teammates are doing or not doing, as the case may be. Saucy Sauce is phasing up. He's got a barracks down, is producing consistently, is hitting the mark. 76 after that time. It's good. 33 infantry, largest in the game at this point. Although Kavak has a similar infantry figure, just a little bit smaller. But seems to be doing the business. A much more conventional approach, but possibly is going to be somewhat let down by the teammates, I think. Let's have a look at Team 2 again. Katerina, population of 93, is absolutely blitzing it. Still in Phase 1. Is almost in a position to go to Phase 2, but I think is waiting for the magical 100 mark. Population 93, 18 infantry, it's well balanced and it's looking very strong. All good stuff I'm seeing here from Katerina. Moving down to Riddler 66. Riddler 66, population of 100, absolutely hitting it out of the park. Smallish infantry, now just starting to queue up. Where's the barracks? Let's have a look. Yeah, has just had a whole load of infantry pile out. What are they focusing on? Archers, of course. Yeah. So 110 now, and building that infantry up. Riddler 66 looking ominous. Hasn't gone in for Cav. Only person who has gone in for Cav is Pranagian 2000. There are the 5 Cav. They are hunting locally. Hasn't raided anybody. Population of 85, decent. 9 minutes 36. Anywhere near phasing up? None of Team 2 have phased up. It's in a position 2, much like Katarina was and Riddler 66 was, but is not choosing to take it at the moment. Focusing on the numbers. Let's just see. Katarina still hasn't opted to phase up. Must be getting close now. Population of 117. She could try and win this in phase 1. That would be something. Let's check how the opponents are doing. So Katarina facing off against T-Mac here. And the hunting now is getting a bit close together. There's going to be a skirmish there, I suspect. Don't fancy T-Mac's horse will live very long if that's the case. Tower has gone up, so we're starting to see phase 2 buildings. There is a market, but still very much bringing up the rear. T-Mac is at least 50% on where I would expect it to be. Using the market for stone. They're looking to try and race to phase 3. That is ultimately not how you want to be playing it, to be perfectly honest. These are potentially newbie errors. Dropping off in terms of both overall population and infantry population. Somebody who isn't in terms of infantry population is Kvac. Kvac is keeping pace with all of the other players in terms of infantry. Population though, 69, it's dropping further and further behind. Still more houses over here. Why build them over there? Use them as a defense. That is a known strategy in 0 AD. Building them out the way there. Can't understand that at all. You're blocking yourself off from your teammate. Very strange. There are 2 forward barracks, lots of idle citizens standing around there. Get them moving. Go on. Go on. But they're not. Okay. Interesting approach. Katarina has phased up, as has Pranagian 2000. So we're just waiting on Riddler 66, who can't be far off. But not seeing much in the way of phase 2 buildings from Kvac. I thought they had a plan, but I'm not convinced now. Let's have a look at Saucy Sauce. This is looking much more like it. Saucy Sauce needs just 2 more entities of town class building, and is busy sending wood to both his teammates, while they're also busy raiding the market. I can't understand that at all. Saucy Sauce is now only 1 entity away from getting to phase 3, but is also hamstringing himself by sending stuff to the teammates, maybe trying to bring them up to speed. It's very sporting, but ultimately I don't think it's going to help. I think Saucy Sauce will put up a good fight, but I can't see the teammates doing the same. Interesting. Now, has Riddler phased up? Riddler's just absolutely spamming out the archers. What's he got down there? Shed load. Still, Pranagian 2000 now has got the biggest infantry. Katarina and Riddler have the biggest populations by some considerable distance. The only person in any way keeping pace with them population-wise is Saucy Sauce. And Kvac is keeping sort of pace in terms of infantry, but constantly running out of food. Let's have a look at Kvac. Kvac just is going into farming now. This is mysterious. It really is. And there's still hunt there. I can't understand that at all. We've had no, we're 13 minutes in, we've had no confrontations at all. They've all been really, really well behaved, it has to be said. This is the most civilized game of 0 AD I think I've ever commentated on. We're seeing a couple of phase 2 buildings. There's a tower gone up. There's nobody in it right now. No sign of any expansions either. Riddler has now phased up. Riddler's phased up on 13 minutes, population of 130. That is probably about the latest you'd want to phase up, I think. From phase 1 to 2. It's definitely left it a bit late, but where are we? No, population 180. It's because they're laid out in this order, but a different order up here. I'll have to have a word with Langbart and see if he can fix that, because it must be running around. It's not really. What is the order that it's picking them on? So it's green, blue, and red, yellow, blue, and purple. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. That's going to cause me trouble. Saucy Sauce is sending sending traders. So traders are happening. Yeah, it's valid, but probably on a map this size, not something you'd be too worried about. Ekaterina is hammering the market, and Saucy Sauce is still sending more charitable donations to his two teammates. Very curious. I think the fighting, when it happens, is going to be very short. At the moment, nothing is making me see anything other than a walkover victory for for Team 2. And as we say that, T-Mac has phased up. What's he doing? Katerina will be aware of this. We'll have seen the green line. Are they arming up? No, they're not. No upgrades to troops either, and low troop numbers. Katerina could probably kill these guys now with the population they've got. We're seeing idle troops. They're building a little set of structures around. They're not going to have anywhere near enough food with that infrastructure to fund anything more than a long fight. Oh, we have a death. Yekaterina sent a horse in to scout. There can't be a phase 3 already. What has Yekaterina seen here? Yekaterina will have seen... that could be misleading. Yekaterina will have seen 2 towers, a barracks and a temple. Interesting. Hasn't done a lot of scouting at all. Probably would have liked to have seen a bit more of the opponent than that. But certainly... Are they... Oh, what's this? Is this an expansion? Or is this moving to another wood line or building towers? Katerina has moved up to phase 3 in response. And this is a siege workshop going down straight away. I think Katerina's going to build some rams and roll straight in there and bulldoze T-Mac. That is how it is looking at the moment. T-Mac has been at phase 3 for a while, has got the means to build a siege workshop, has chosen not to. What have we got here? More traders. Looking over at KVAC. KVAC has built... can KVAC phase up? Yeah, KVAC has now phased up. So, slightly scattered and open plan approach to base building, but has got food infrastructure, has got wood lines on the go, has got towers, and will we be seeing... have they got a market? I don't think they've gone in for a market, unless I've misjudged where it is. I do not believe they've made a market. So that would possibly explain why KVAC might be running out of stuff. It's all very manual and open plan over there. Again, no upgrades taken. Where are they going? They're building storehouses right on the extremities, wide open flanks over here. Massive wide open flank over here. No other confrontation that I can see. Oh, look at this. This is a fortress going up right on the border. They're throwing stuff at it, but no further kills. Yekaterina has lost that one troop. The archers are wading in here. They're totally trying to beat up on this fortress. Yekaterina has definitely ploughed everything into this. It's going up slowly. No, it seems to be starting. Yekaterina needs to get rid of these green guys if this is going to go up. It's getting kills though. Yeah, 6 kills suddenly. The archers are doing the business, and it's got a lot of them. T-Mac really doesn't want to be engaging with the amount of troops they don't have. Interesting. Still seeing yeah. Grenadian 2000's just got his horses in the middle, I guess looking to see if anybody's going to expand. But nobody appears to be interested in expanding apart from Yekaterina, who is now going to slaughter en masse. Stop the building project and just decided to kill everything that's there. And is doing so. It's 22 kills for Yekaterina. And that's only going to go up. I know it's in the shadow of this tower, but this is going to be a slaughter, especially throw them straight in. Population 61. Not making anybody at the moment. and low on resources. T-Max in unbelievable trouble. Nobody is surely going to come to their rescue. There goes a ram. So Katerina's got one ram out. That ram, if it were to plough straight in there now, is going to flatten everything. And what have we got? Reinforcements coming down here. Still carrying the stone and metal they've just mined. 17 skirmishers. They are going to get shot to pieces as these guys retreat, completely beaten up. Katerina is going to murder this person. This is not good at all. And the ram is being brought forward. This is where the action is. What's Riddler doing? Has Riddler expanded? Riddler has an elephant stable, a siege workshop. Anything coming out of either of those? Naturally, has only a few people haven't phased up. So Saucy Sauce hasn't phased up, but has expanded and is spreading onto the side here of Pranagian 2000, who also hasn't phased up. Is no doubt aware, and there are a few skirmishes going on here, mostly from charging this ungarrisoned tower that Pranagian has left there. That is in danger of being captured if enough of these guys pile over, and in they come. But they're not going, they're skirting around. They're taking the hits, but then are they going to capture this or try and take it down? Or more towers being built. Not one of them is garrisoned, so they're not really being effectively used. I'm waiting for Riddler to make a move. Let's see how your Katerina is doing. So I sent a ram forward, sort of supported it a little bit, but clearly these guys, they've got nothing. They've got one Security Commando that can't keep up with the ram. Everything else is ranged infantry. It's not making a dent. Well, I suppose it's got the ram to half. I think Katerina's actually scouting with this ram. Just wants to have a look at what's there. There are 3 more rams coming in, and the archers. This is a death sentence for this is the death sentence for T-Mac, down to population of 41. We'll be dead in 5 minutes. I almost guarantee it. What else have we got? We have a little bit of Kavac has sent some support in. Have I got this right? Yeah, Kavac has sent a small contingent of slingers. They're no good against the rams either, and I think even the women are trying to pile in. So they've. This is interesting. Katerina drops back a little, seeing as there's a little bit of resistance there, but I mean this will have left Kavac open. Kavac has expanded.
Salam.
And Prelagia must know about this expansion. They've not gone in for any siege. Am I right in thinking that? They got a stable, but I am not seeing a siege workshop unless it's also hidden back down here. Now that's a market. That's traders who aren't going anywhere. And interesting. Don't quite understand Kavac's approach either. Saucy Sauce is sending T-Mac wood to presumably rebuild his army. He's not doing so. How much resources has been wasted on this player? I have no idea. Katerina is now going to build from here. There is more rams on the way. Interesting approach. I am surprised Katerina doesn't just build up a force, go in and steamroll her T-Mac right now. All the infrastructure is there to do so. T-Mac's got nothing. Kavac is trying to build a CC right on the border here with Katerina, and probably stage attack from there. It's going to run into Riddler trouble soon, I think. Riddler is going for an expansion and a drive. I don't think he's going to bother with expanding. I think he's just going to push straight in and knock somebody over. We have a huge force here. He's at pot max. 124 infantry. Within that there are 60 archers, 40 spearmen. Have they been upgraded? I'm looking for... I can never find the Carthaginian blacksmith. Can never find a blacksmith in Carthage. Where is it? I wonder if he's even bothered. I think he knows he's got weight of numbers. He's just going for a shock there. He is building a CC right on this border and is... seems to be quite happy with expanding to that level. Meanwhile, over here, there has been a considerable amount of fighting. We missed that. Looks like Prenadian has murdered 107 of Saucy Sauce's troops. I think when a push came, there is a ram still going in, but that ram is getting nowhere. Prenadian has got the troops to deal with a lone ram on its own. Saucy Sauce in a bit of trouble here. It's got, we were looking over the other end, and it appears that Saucy Sauce has had his ass handed to him on a plate by Prenadian in that raid. It looks like a raid, and it went badly. So, very interesting. Are we seeing any siege? We're seeing a few rams come out now from Prenadian. Prenadian is... Oh, his cavalry have got to be carried away, and they are attacking these towers. But it's interesting. And in the middle, we're seeing a contingent of Yekaterina going this way. So again, staging an attack in the middle. Here comes the attack from Riddler 6-6. I think this is going to be the end of Kavak, I reckon. There's a base there and nothing to stop this, frankly. And is he going to sweep round and have a go at Saucy Sauce? I don't know. We're going to see coordination. It's a ram from... Yeah, oh, it looks like, as I predicted earlier, Saucy Sauce did capture at least one of those towers. There's now a ram taking them back down. And here we go. This is Riddler going in quite heavily on Kavak's expansion. And I don't think there's anything to stop them further back. They're trying to build a fortress. That's going to get denied in seconds. Yekaterina is coming in on this flank, on this expansion of Kavak. Kavak is looking to go in on Yekaterina, but at the same time, there is a counter-attack about to happen here. And it looks like T-Mac is going in as well. So Yekaterina... I know most of their troops are out in the field at the moment, but it's interesting. Top killer at the moment still Prenadian. After that repelling that attack from Saucy Sauce, building up numbers here. There's still a ram loose. That's Saucy Sauce's ram coming back in. And over here, has it predictably been a slaughter? It most certainly has. Trail of destruction, mass amount of archers, spearmen, and Kavak is in trouble. Although he has got his population up to 173. Riddler has already killed 27 for the loss of just 5. Let's have a look at the old killing stakes. Yekaterina has obviously taken a few losses. 84 plays, 75 lost. Is fighting a bit of a rear guard over here. I think, T-Back has gone around the side and is... oh, what's this? Is there female citizens in amongst that? There's a few easy kills there. I don't think Yekaterina's too bothered. It's going to kill all these green troops. But, yeah... This is Kavak's other expansion about to get splattered. Kavak is having to do it's a very orderly retreat, but Kavak is being splattered from both sides. Saucy Sauce going to get involved. Saucy Sauce has really been somewhat gun shy since that first attempt at attack. Yeah, so we've got a force that possibly might measure up to Riddler's over here. Leaves this flank open for an attack from Prenadian 2000, but we have cavalry returning army. I think Riddler can take this. Fighting on two flanks. What's Yekaterina doing? Yekaterina has... is Yekaterina going for capture on this fortress? This would be a tactical disaster. Why doesn't... yeah, I think Kavak has just abandoned it. It's just giving Yekaterina a fortress. That is crazy. They've got a CC and a fortress, built-in expansion with territory already included. And now it's just a question of going in and killing the remaining 38 troops of T-Mac. Meanwhile, Kavak has got 100 and... No, it's only got 81 troops. And it's, yeah, as predicted, Riddler has seen off both sides, basically. Rams from Riddler coming in now. This is going to be a massacre, I think. Saucy Sauce is, in all fairness, holding his own. Has killed 69, but has not been an effective fighting force. Riddler 66 now got 170 kills, just flown forward, retreating, and then taking out more people. So Team 1 have been devastating at killing people. It's been a masterclass in death, basically. Are we going to see an aggressive move from Prenagian? I think Prenagian was just happy to hold the border. The fight's still ongoing. They've built a temple, but Riddler's not interested. There's no point engaging Saucy Sauce at this point. Saucy Sauce has either got to defend his teammate or put up his own defences, because T-Mac has resigned, unsurprisingly, having been absolutely pistol whipped by Yekaterina. And Riddler is absolutely smashing the last resistance of Kavak to pieces. It's going to be everybody versus Saucy Sauce. And I don't think that fight is going to last very long at all. Who's going to... I would have thought Prenagian would gather his forces up and go for it. And that's a resignation from Saucy Sauce. So, interesting. It was a walkover. Saucy Sauce, I thought, looked like a decent player, but when it came to fighting, lost more than everyone else. Kavak and T-Mac sound like the world's worst hip-hop trio ever. T-Mac, Kavak and Saucy Sauce. Yeah, Saucy Sauce put up some resistance. T-Mac and Kavak were non-eventful in terms of their killing prowess. T-Mac did actually get 112 kills for the loss of 117, but when you have only made 131 troops, you've got no chance. Yeah. Team 2 completely in the black as far as kills versus killings, especially Prenagian, who saw off the one attack from Saucy Sauce that failed. That was Team 2's one aggressive action. What can you say? The scores will bear this out. 50,627 placed 27,863. A winning margin of over 10,000 points. A kill-death ratio of 2.12 for the whole team. Individually, Riddler 66 waited till the end and then killed all in front of him. Let's have a look at those population charts. Yeah. Saucy Sauce did produce in the measures of Team 2, so probably could have got onto that team in terms of his ability to boom's population. The first bit of combat, and it was a disaster, as was the case with every bit of combat that Team 1 in the north actually attempted. No real successes there at all. If you're going to point to anything, Saucy Sauce did manage to take out a few of Riddler's troops at the end. Otherwise, he would have had a truly unstoppable kill-death ratio. He did lose a few, and he was fighting on two flanks, but at the same time, he killed off two armies in one. Yeah, a bit disappointed with that. I would have liked to have seen a bit more balance on the teams. It appears T-Mac and Kavak were new players and didn't really know what they were doing. Saucy Sauce did, but gave away so much of his resources and donations to the other two that he was not strong enough at a critical time. And the first bit of engagement he did do, he got his ass kicked. So congratulations to Team 2. A resounding victory. And thank you to Yekaterina sending that one in to me. I finally broadcast one of your games. What a surprise, you were on the winning side. The trend continues. But it was enjoyable, if perhaps not the contest we were probably hoping for in terms of closeness. But as I said, congratulations on a resounding victory to Team 2. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a comment, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to be notified of future episodes. If you'd like one of your matches featured on the show, see the video description of how you can submit your replays. And if you can't wait for the next episode, then why not check out these playlists in the end titles for more replays, commentary, and tutorials on 0 AD Newbie Rush. I'll see you in the next video.